Radio DarkFire. Don't listen to just anything, because you are not just anyone.
Ladies and gentlemen,
feel the power.
And now, here's your host,
euer Simeon. Die süßeste Versuchung, seit es Schokolade gibt.
We're here in the Golden Heart Hostel and are talking to the two Stevens. Let's say one is Scoop and the other one stays Steven. So we have a little hint to divide the voices. But perhaps you introduce yourself for a short cut.
Yeah. So for the purpose of this, I'm Scoops.
Yeah.
And this is.
And I'm Steven, and I'm the drummer in Scoops.
Wonderful. So we're here to discuss your upcoming EP. Tomorrow is the date for European continent part. You already started in Ireland, as far as I'm concerned, for Beautiful World, or is it a general release date tomorrow?
The general release date is tomorrow, the 7th of April. But we had a sellout show in Whelan's last Wednesday. Where we actually sold hard copies for people who came, so that was fun. So that was the first place that we had it on sale. So that was the first show of our tour.
And it was the stuffed one, as far as I could read on your Facebook profile.
Yeah, it was a massive turnout, and it was the place was hopping, it was banging, and it was great fun. It was absolutely amazing crack, So hope everyone who came had as much fun as we did.
Well, the people seemed satisfied and they had a good mood, and I think when we had to listen to your new EP, fortunately, it was really by meaning. So it was well deserved that you had this big audience, and I hope it will stay that way when you're tonight in Bochum playing your festival. That's why you're here in Berlin, to make a short stop for meeting the media and to talk a little about the new EP. So let's introduce the other Steven, who's the drummer. You two guys have a very interesting history, because usually you're living quite next door. It's Waterford to Dublin. It's quite a short distance, but you had to meet half around the world in San Diego to found the two-piece part of Scoops before you met Kevin.
Yeah, I suppose for us, we met in San Diego in California, which was, we were both in college. Stephen was in Dublin, I was in Waterford. We didn't know each other. And we were on holiday, I suppose, for the summer, working over there. And we both loved music, and we got to know each other there. But it was only 5 years later after that I moved up to Dublin, which is where Scoops lives. And from there, then we started playing as a two-piece. Stephen was already playing full-time as a musician himself, solo, and I was working a day job as an accountant with the government, and we were just kind of playing part-time, I suppose. Then we were lucky enough that a band took us on support with them, working on cars, and from that then a lot of other bands took us on tour with them, and I suppose our fan base grew. Then we got Kev on board, as you mentioned, and from that then we've just went full-time, and I suppose in the space of a year a lot's happened, but for that to start happening, we had to meet halfway around the world.
It's a quite, let's say, rocket-like career you have started over there, because you've founded kind of stuff in early 2016, not far away. Then you released your first EP, Scenes of Joy. Started touring half over Northern Europe, Ireland, UK, of course, Denmark, Sweden, which was one of the most successful part of this tour, as far as I have read.
Denmark,
a short stop in northern Germany when you were in Denmark, and then back to Ireland. So, and now the next tour for the second EP, and the first part, Scenes of Joy, was chart conquering on rank 2, only topped by Adele, which I would propose it's quite a meaningful part.
Yeah, it was quite amazing, because as I said, Adele was out at the time, and we just couldn't get past it, obviously, so because obviously our magnitude is so big. But yeah, it was a very big surprise to us. So hopefully we can do that and even outdo ourselves with the next one, Beautiful World.
Yeah, we hope so. Because when we listen to the stuff, let's switch over to it. It's really it should be a chart conqueror, because when I compare this to the stuff we listen to usually in Germany, it's a little different to the music you have in Ireland. But the successful parts, which are like the beat and the hook lines and the melodies and especially the text, these combination is already proposing that you might be very successful in Germany, because it's a cool drive. Let's say the title track, Beautiful World. It has a very good up tempo number. It's foot tapping. It's head nodding, and the hook line is totally catching. And everyone who listens to the song without knowing who it is, everyone says, "Hey, cool! It's the next summer song," and we have to say. We hope so, but it's quite new stuff. Yeah. We made it like a blind copy to let people listen to, and it was great.
Great,
yeah, nice.
Yeah. Great, brilliant. Yeah, so we decided to go to these 4 songs because we think they are quite strong. So and they seem to be going down very well at our live shows, and that's what we kind of base choosing the songs off as well, how they go down at gigs and the demand for them. So we put these 4 songs together, and I just hope that it reflects the band well,
So what is when I listen to the text, as far as could have followed in the short time, it's like if the life gives you lemons, just ask for tequila and salt.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, there's a lot of positives going on in the songs and happiness and all the rest. So that's what Beautiful World is, especially. I actually wrote the song when I was studying for an exam, and I got bogged down, and I just wanted to write a happy song. It was a sunny day, and I just wanted to write a happy, positive, uplifting track, and that's what came out. So
yeah, you made it very well.
All about tequila and lemons. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Great. The other one is When I'm Older. It's kind of one of the most important sentences I got stuck to was I'll sing the song when I'm older.
Yeah.
So what is it? What you're gonna work out with this song? It's quite mid tempo. It's also very inviting to groove. I can imagine the song is playing in a cabrio car in the sunset when you're going down Water Atlantic Highway or kind of that, or let's say you're going down the Spree here in Berlin. Could really imagine that this is a very groovy song. But what is it? What you're gonna say about When I'm Older?
Yeah, it's actually basically about the chorus kind of says that basically if it doesn't work out, it doesn't really matter because you don't really know each other anyway. It's just basically about meeting somebody for a short period, and if it doesn't work out, who cares? Yeah. But take the lesson and go on. But yeah, I'm still singing this song, so it's a long time since it's been written. So it's nice to be able to get it out there now, with the band, which is great.
Okay. The next one is one of my 2 favorites on your EP, and surprisingly, it's not the main take. It's a ballad. You call it My Confession, and I really love the way you've written it. It's very emotional and it's very catchy, and still it does not lack some kind of grooviness, and that's what I really like about it, because most of the ballads are like 680 beats, and it's a kind of, let's say, hurt, but you still cover a little positive emotion in this My Confession.
Yeah.
So it's also saying, okay, we got lost on the track, but and I'm sad about it, but life's still good, so let's move on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I suppose in the middle of the song, it just kind of brings it back around to mean, like, again, if that one person is the only person for you, that's how you see it, and that's how the words kind of reflect that. And even though you walked into something that again wasn't great, but there's hope at the end of the line for that. Yeah, that's basically that song.
Do you have anything to add, Stephen?
Yeah, I suppose what's interesting for us is Scoops in general writes the songs, so we all in the band, including myself, would all kind of put our own meanings to the songs. There's other songs, like, say, that aren't released yet, that are in our live set, like One in a Million, which is a song that's very meaningful to Scoops himself, but like myself and a lot of even our fans would have different meanings for the songs in terms of what they take from them. So yeah, it's really interesting because obviously being the drummer, I don't sing, and there's a good reason I don't sing. You don't want to hear me sing. But even when we start playing the songs, it could be, a month or two into playing them, and even while playing along them, to me, I have totally different thoughts in my head as to what the song means to me and what vibes are coming. And I generally see myself as a fan when it comes to that, because to me as well, I'm figuring out what they mean to myself, just like, say, you or anyone else who hears the music. So that's always enjoyable. But like yourself, I think the best part of a lot of the songs that I think we put out are that, they're as you said, they're bopping along, you can tap along and you can just enjoy them. And that's the main thing, is that a lot of songs are enjoyable and very easy to put a meaning to.
Okay, the last song, and that's the second one of my favorites, is Quicksand. It's a great, cool up-tempo number, and it's Quicksand in Germany says Treibsand. So it's there's a small comparison to these fields when you walk into and you get stuck, and if you move too fast and if you don't have help who picks you out, you get lost. So what was it that stuck you or that catches you to feel like that?
Basically, that was written about being single, because I was single I've been single for quite a long time. So that's basically what it is. And again, I just enjoy that feeling of just going out and enjoying myself. And just Quicksand. Just the first line of the song is just basically just trying to stick somebody else on a night out.
So switch the roles, put the helper into the quicksand so that you can go on leaving.
Basically, yeah. So it's just that song was just written basically about being the single life and having fun as a single guy or a girl or whatever, So that's kind of a similar meaning to it's quite a similar kind of idea to Scenes of Joy. They're kind of a similar theme. So yeah, that's what that song was about, and it's just kind of an up tempo and boppy song, yeah, as you said. So that's what that is.
Yeah, I got catched by the hook line, by the beat, because it's really driving and it's really catchy. So one last sentence: you're hitting the road just a couple of minutes before you have to leave to Bochum and playing the festival. Do you have some dates when you're coming back for your headliner tour in Germany?
Yeah, I suppose we were only talking about it ourselves last night, is that we have nothing to announce yet, but we 100% will be back doing a few headline shows in Germany this year. As I was saying to you, Germany and Holland are two countries that we are getting a lot of feedback on social media, on Twitter, on Facebook, saying, come over, play some shows. And that's kind of the main reason why we're here today and doing the festival tonight and tomorrow, is that we want to, follow where our following is. If there's people who want to hear us, we want to play for them. So yeah, we'll 100% be back, and hopefully sooner rather than later, but definitely this year. And if people want to check it out, our Facebook, our Twitter, it's all Scoops or @Scoops Music, and we'll have all the dates up there.
Wonderful. Thank you for taking the time so briefly before you have to leave, and for the second chance. Wonderful. You're so great, guys. I really like you because you're so down to earth, and despite all this success you have, and you're really happy and very lucky, fortunately, it's really great to get to know you, and we're really looking forward to see you back in Berlin.
Great.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Cheers. We'll be in a 5-star hotel next time.
Jahresabo auf gute Musik gibt's hier bei uns. Radio DarkFire.